Hello everybody, this is Roxy, and how are you today? I am finishing up my prim tags for our swap, and I do want to tell you that there's going to be some changes coming up to my channel. So I'll be announcing that in the upcoming days here. So anyways, I did a video on planning these tags and kind of cutting out the tags themselves and whatnot. So I will link that below. I'll also link any of the products that I used to make it. So here they are. I ended up putting a piece of felt in between, and it's some felt I got from AliExpress. It was really inexpensive, obviously, like $1.50 with free shipping. And it's super thin, and I was kind of disappointed when I got it, but it actually works perfectly for this. I didn't want this just to be fabric on the folder backing paper, because then it's just too thin and flimsy. So this kind of gives it a little bit more of a quilted feel to it, and I really like how it turned out. So what I did was I sewed around the edge, and you can see on the back I use kind of a my kind of scribble doodling, but with the sewing machine. So I just did this really tight straight stitch and then did some zigzag, and when I was zigzagging I'd kind of hang on to this and not let it feed, just to kind of get it all wonky. And I left my tails because I like that look. And so if anybody gets it and they don't like the tails, snip it off. I added just a little bit of Speak Up pen to his star. I was going to color him in, and I decided not to. And I kind of just like that little highlight. And to hold the shank button on, these are also from AliExpress. I don't remember what they're called, but at the time, where's my little thing? I was looking for diaper pins. So I think that was listed under diaper pins. I'll see if I can find the link, if I still have it in my AliExpress cart or whatever, and post that below, because these I've used a lot. They're really cute. But there is a name for them. It could be diaper pins. So anyways, I used one of those just to hold. Like, I had to use a shank button because I forgot to sew the button on before I sewed everything. And I didn't want to try to sew through the whole layers. But I kind of like the shank part of it, so it had to be one that extended too. Like some of these wouldn't work. Where is one that was too small of a shank? It didn't come through the hole. But these are all my vintage, or some of my vintage buttons. So then I did not sew this on while I was sewing. Don't ask me why. I had a reason, but it's, obviously wasn't the smartest idea. But anyways, I just used fabric tack, and I glued this piece onto the canvas. And the canvas was just a project I had where I used pinking shears to cut something out. So I kept the pinking shears as like a decorative border, and then I ran the dotted Swiss through my Tim Holtz. What's this one? The Tim Holtz on the edge scallops. And before I get ahead, I realized I used the same color coordinations, Tim Holtz coordinations paper. But that's a whole nother part. So anyways, I glued this strip on. I glued these together and then glued this onto the eyelet as a pocket, and then glued the eyelet onto the tag as a pocket. So we can put our little tags. That's a Martha Stewart Bunny Punch. And I'll put all the links to all the products that I can find that I've used down below, and that would go to my Amazon affiliate, which is another way of helping me continue my channel. Because I get a little bit of, I don't know how much, probably like 0.3% cents or whatever, I don't know, for anything you purchase. But you all know, probably have seen it everywhere. So anyways, I've used the Graphic 45 paper line for this, and I think it's called something home. I'll put that down below. So they fit in there. I just tied them with some embroidery floss. And then this is just a cutout from the collection. And I stamped my little stamp that Jody from, I'll put her link below. She's really awesome. She does a yearly Christmas tag stamp, or Christmas tag swap, and invites one YouTuber every year, 2 YouTubers to do it. She invited me one year and it was awesome. She's so cool. But I'll put her link below too. She's really talented. And she sent me that stamp for collabing with her. And then this is a little, this is like another cut apart that I just turned into a little booklet. And there's that. So that goes in there too. Alright, so that's the tag. Then the little bags, these are like liquor bottle bags that I bought years ago for different projects. And I did a little scallop on that using the Fiskars Teresa Collins scallop scissors. And that's a mini scallop. I'll put, I think they came in a set of 3. I use them a lot. I love those edge scissors. So now I'm just going to decorate this. This is the back of the bag, but I didn't want it to be, I didn't want to put this in here and then decorate the front and have that on the back. So I kind of liked the whole mimic of the scallop edge or zigzag edge with all these. So I just thought I'll just put it on here. So what I'm going to do now is show you this. This is the Tim Holtz Coordinations paper. I think it was in craft. All the backs are craft. So I punched that out with the punch and then added one of the little bunnies. And I thought instead of keeping with that same paper, it was kind of, I already got tired of it by the time I was making the tags. So I thought I'd use up some of the paper from this Maggie Holmes Willow Love from the project I did last time. Because I want to cover, I don't want to just put that. I wanted something more. I thought I'd go through this stuff and see what I can do. That looks nice. Because only the little bit of the tag will stick out. So it's not prim, but we're going to go with it. I think that's okay. I don't know about this. That might be too off. I want the whole paper. Oh, that'd be cute. With the little chicks. Ooh, that'd be good. I think that's about enough. Wait a second. This paper kind of bugs me. I don't like it. But it's too pinkish. Anyway. Alright, so I think those will work. And I was going to do like a big scallop. But I think I like this right now for the front. So. Alright, so I grabbed a couple punches. And well, they're all pretty much the same, by the way, except they have different buttons or different, you know, combinations of the cut aparts and stuff. All right. Oh, this is gonna work. Gonna cut off my chicks. And I don't have any glue. Where did I do? I do. Never mind. Oh, and when before I sewed this, I used the Scotch glue stick and glued the file folder to the felt. I glued it put the glue on the file folder and put the felt down, and then did a little on the felt and put this down. And that was just enough to hold it in place, but not gum up my printer or sewing machine. Printer. Sorry. So I already spilled coffee on myself today. Actually, I didn't spill it. I poured it down my top while I was... Oh, I really want that. Oh, duh. While I had my coffee cup, and I was coming down with a bunch of stuff, and I was spilling everything. Well, spilling the coffee. So I thought, ooh, I'll put it in a to-go cup. Well, I did, and didn't realize that the lid is not for the... I don't have the right lid for the... It's one of these Starbucks things, but I had a lid for a different one. And I was drinking, I thought, why does that feel funny going down my front? I felt like I was, had a weird sensation going down my chest. Well, it was the coffee. It was a wet sensation that I didn't. Is that all I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I did 5. Okay. Where's my 5th bag? How do I only have... There it is. Good, I'm not crazy. Kind of like that one. Oh, maybe that. Alright, and then we got to figure out... Oh, the dilemmas. I think I like the offset art. This is the Babsy Barnes School of Crafting. There. Cuteness. There. Perfect. Alright. Now, I should probably save these, right? Just kidding. Not too much. Oh. Yeah. Well, I'll use that crap. I hate the glitter. I know I need a thingy for it, but that's another nemesis I have. Are those pointy things? The fine point things? Ugh, what a goofy stuff. Alright, anyways, I'm not going to get into it. I wasn't going to complain today. See? See? It's stupid. I'm going to just get rid of it. Where's my things? I had some glue sticks. Or glue things. Hopefully I'll edit this out if I remember. Okay, I will finish these and be back. Alright, here they are. And I think they turned out pretty darn cute. I also wanted to thank Gail Knoll at my last Watch Me Make when I did the, planning of it. I couldn't remember what stamp set this was because it doesn't have anything on it. Nothing's written on it. And she reminded me it is Stampin' Up! Or reminded me, she told me it was Stampin' Up! Storybook Friends. And I found that set brand new, but it wasn't in one of the Stampin' Up! Boxes. So I kind of didn't really know. You know, it was just in a bag at Goodwill. And it was $3.99. And I almost genuflected when I saw it because they were not used. They're perfect. They're right up my alley. I love this kind of primer style, 1930s artwork. So, thank you, Gail. And for that, give me your address. Just send me your home address and I will send one of these out to you. These are for a swap, but I did make 2 extra ones because we're going to swap 3 on 3. But Gail, if you would like one, send me your address at yourpaperpantry@comcast.net and I'll send one out for helping. So that's my swap. And my next video, I'm going to show everybody swaps and you'll really be blown away. So thanks for watching and leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't. And tell your friends how much fun you have here. If you do, that is. Thanks for watching. Bye.